And then it broke. I mean, it still works. It's just all loose cables hanging out, which isn't ideal. It was really good. I was watching it last night, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, City versus Liverpool tonight. I mean, I don't know how good it's going to be because I should imagine City will want to showcase some sort of ability tonight after losing, and especially after having to give Liverpool the guard of honour onto the pitch. I'd imagine Man City will be happy, or Man City will be trying their hardest to showcase their ability. Yeah, Jay, I've seen your suggestions of women's matches. We only had one match spare on this card. But the next card, I think because we've got the Women's Championship match tonight, Io Shirai versus Charlotte, I thought it might be best to let that run, see what happens, and then we can try and lock in a number one contender next episode. There's a difference. There's a big difference between NXT and AEW. I feel like AEW maybe could do with one extra championship, maybe two. Whereas NXT UK have got so many championships to try and book them all. That's why I think the tournaments might be a bit difficult, because the Dusty Classic has taken up about a third of all the matches this month. And it does cut down the other matches we can use, really. It's a bit more difficult, but it could be beneficial. The Dusty Classic could provide the added votes that NXT wants to stay going. Yeah, but we'll see what happens tonight. Charlotte versus Io Shirai should be very interesting for the Women's Championship. We're starting things off, though, here with AEW. We've got Joey Janela, the bad boy, versus the good boy, Darby Allin. One thing that I did see at... and again, Lucha, this is not a spoiler, because it's not really got anything to do with the card or anything like that. But one of the little vignettes they had at the middle of Fyter Fest about Darby Allin, I mean, that guy is a hell of a skateboarder. That move that he did was incredible, where he backflipped back onto the board. That was amazing. I want to see that. I mean, I knew he did like skateboarding, but I didn't realise just how good Darby Allin actually was at skateboarding, to be honest. Joey Janela's your twin, Jay. Well, I feel sorry for Joey Janela then. Poor guy. So this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. So as the title explains, the falls can happen absolutely anywhere. Inside the ring, outside the ring, inside the arena, outside the arena. Greenland. Yeah, anywhere really. I'm not gonna lie, so I'm not sure I can read that. DK or what? Kai. I'm assuming that's Dakota Kai or Backlash. Becky Lynch. Who would win, Dakota Kai or Becky Lynch? Is that what you're asking? If it is, mate, then I'm... it looks like you're speaking in tongues, to be honest. Finally, these two guys making their way to the outside of the ring. It's where they're probably a bit more comfortable. We know what they're like, the pair of them. They're both very, very comfortable on the outside, and I think if... I don't think AEW would do a hardcore division, because it's difficult in this day and age, isn't it? The world is too sensitive now to a hardcore division, I think, permanently. Yeah, I've not watched NXT yet, Jay. I did look at the a few of the results, but I've not watched it yet. I mean, I've not watched NXT in a very long time, to be honest. Which is weird, because I used to be absolutely addicted to NXT, and then all of a sudden it just sort of teetered away from me a bit. Darby Allin now dropping Joey Janela to the outside. Now heads outside to join him. And once again, like I said, falls count anywhere. These two guys can finish the match out here should they wish to. It's a very comfortable position for the pair of them. I'm wondering, Lucha Reject, if you get a chance to use that 5-star emoji tonight. I mean, what's the chances of one of these matches being a 5-star? Janela now taking Darby up. He's going to drop him into the package pile driver. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And Joey Janela gets the victory on the outside against Darby Allin. Wow, Joey Janela. Big win for him, that one, actually. Big one for him. But Darby Allin suffers another loss. And Darby Allin's struggling in the rankings, you know. I mean, he's -2 for this season. He's -3 altogether. He's actually bottom of the rankings completely in AEW. If you look at the overall rankings of all time, he's bottom. That's not good, is it? Hey, Bunme's here. Nobody else can see Bunme, though, can they? Yeah, I noticed you weren't around last night. Where are you, Bunme? I noticed you weren't around last night when Chelsea lost to West Ham, were you? Good opening match. Yeah, Bunme, I said before, I think Chelsea and Man United will both get top 4. It'll be Leicester that drops out, I think. Can you see Bunme now then, can you, Lucha? I hope somebody can see him, because everyone thinks I'm going mad. Oh, you still can't see him. Everyone thinks I'm going mad because nobody else can see Bunme talking apart from me. Yeah, Leicester will drop to 5th. Chelsea and Man United will finish top 4. Right, straight into Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho. What is Scapino Monster? Of course, Bunme. What do you want to know? So this one at the moment, where are we looking like ranking-wise here then? So Orange Cassidy is currently on 0, but -1 overall. The 0 for this season. Chris Jericho is sat at... Where is Chris Jericho? Oh, he's at -2. So both these guys yet to actually win a match in this. Oh, you want to tell me something? What have you got to tell me, Bunme? I'm looking at doing it actually, Bunme. When I've finished the Plymouth one, I am looking at doing another career mode, and I might do Chelsea because it's a bit more of an interesting one because I've had the transfer ban for a while. So I'll definitely have a look at it. Orange Cassidy, big boot into the spine of Chris Jericho. But Jericho catches him now with a running bulldog. Orange Cassidy, big knee into the face. Unfortunately, Sky, we're unable to make anyone at the moment because we've got 100 cores. Well, we haven't got 100 cores, but we've got 1,000 logos. So we're completely filled up at the moment. I love this. Spurs have scored 4 goals tonight and every single one's been disallowed. Orange Cassidy dragging Chris Jericho middle of the ring into the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Jay, how many dislikes did your stream end on? In the end, I know you said you had like 5 dislikes straight off the bat, didn't you? Hi, Joseph. Yeah, you might be right, Bunme. There's talk Man United might get Dean Henderson back from Sheffield United because he's out on loan, so maybe he'll be a better option if De Gea can't get his form back. Orange Cassidy going for a big... Oh, that's not very good. Have you ever seen an orange fly? Yeah, that's been what it's been for me, Jay, as well. It's like, I mean, I'm not saying that that people aren't going to dislike the streams. I've got no, if that's the case, and that's the case, then I need to learn from that and what works and what doesn't. But the thing that weirds me out is that all the dislikes come like within a couple of seconds of each other. We'll get the whole lot of dislikes in one go. And it's really weird and doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's the thing that just confuses me a little bit. I mean, it is, like I said, if I do get dislikes, I generally have a look into it and try and figure out why and what we can do better to make it better. But yeah, it's very odd the way that's been working recently. And especially, like I said, the video yesterday, I think the stream yesterday, we finished on, I'm sure it was something like 13 or 14 likes and like 10 dislikes. And then when I woke up this morning, it's now 5 likes and 6 dislikes. It's like completely changed. I don't really get it. Orange Cassidy gets the win. How? How? Is it by disqualification? I'm a bit confused with that. Yeah, it is weird, Jad. There's something dodgy going on with YouTube. It must be. Oh, you're so green, Lucha Reject. No? Yes, no? No? Yeah, it's 5 stars. I don't quite know what happened there, to be honest. Oh, Jericho continuing the battle on. The fight continues. Jericho bringing Orange Cassidy back into the ring, and Orange Cassidy taking control, though. How did Orange win? Was it by disqualification? I was playing with the stream. I weren't paying enough attention, I suppose. But Orange now... Oh, went for something there, and Jericho avoided it. I feel like we might have ourselves a pretty decent match here for the pay-per-view between these two. It's brewing, isn't it? Definitely brewing. Yeah, Bunmy, we've just been having a lot of... for no reason recently. It's a bit weird. Oh, he flipped the lime tail. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually, Lucha. And then he slid out quickly. Oh, I see. That's why when I looked over, he was outside the ring. Canadian Destroyer. And the referee has to split them up. And Orange Cassidy showcases his ability. Yeah, Bunmy, we got like about 10 dislikes in the space of like 30 seconds. And that was it for the entire stream. It was just really weird. So there we go. Orange Cassidy, great win for him. Do we get another show at this at some point? Do we have a rematch? Does Jericho... Oh my god, Sheffield United have scored again. Sheffield United have scored again. It's 3-0. Yeah, do we have a rematch of this one? Maybe in a cage, maybe some sort of stipulation. But they do seem to have some good chemistry between them, don't they? Oh. I just accidentally pulled my microphone off. Well, that sounded rude, didn't it? So, Orange Cassidy. So, Chris Jericho suffers another loss, and Chris Jericho is further down in the rankings. Thank you, Bunme. Yeah, it looks like it's got to be a rematch, doesn't it, really? I quite like that match, actually. I mean, it wasn't the best match, but from the storyline that built from it, that's actually going to give it quite a big plus, I think. Hiya, Luca. Brodily versus Wardlow. Jericho attacks Orange after match, but Orange gets upper hand. Yeah, I feel like that's got to be a good match for the pay-per-view, hasn't it? Oh, I like that. Yeah, both. Wow. Both Terrence and Jay, you both got some cracking ideas there. Yeah, it's possible, yeah. Yeah, I really like that. Best 2 out of 3 falls, maybe in a cage. I don't think so. He was in Discord, wasn't he, earlier? I think he was in Discord earlier. I don't know. He's not on Discord at the moment. I mean, I didn't actually say that I was going live, did I, on Discord? Let me do that now, because he might have missed it. Right, I've just put it on that we're live, just in case we missed it. So Wardlow versus Brodily. Of course, Wardlow's been having a little bit of a battle recently with Preston Vance. They had a match on episode number 1, which Preston won, then attacked... Don't be a dick, Hikara. Wardlow, Preston Vance won, then attacked Wardlow afterwards. Wardlow then had a match last week against Alex Reynolds to try and get some retribution. And now it's Wardlow versus... Brodily. I mean, I'm still a big Brodily fan. I'm just hoping that... I think I've got it on. I need to now to pay for these bloody emojis, don't I? I'll just double check though, Terrence, thanks for that. No, it is on. Yeah, it's on. Wardlow now with a pin on Brody. What's making you laugh, Budney? Wardlow now on the outside, just stomping a boot right in the gut of Brodily. Sending Brody in now, big boot across the side of the head. Wardlow re-enters the ring as well. And the Dark Order's music plays once again. And look at that, just enough to try and give Brodily the advantage back. Preston Vance just getting ahead of Wardlow at this point. There might be another battle between those two coming soon, isn't there? Spoilers, Jay, spoilers. I've not played the first one yet. Yeah, Terrence, I agree. They're sort of building him up a little bit. They're building the whole stable up. I think the whole COVID thing has made things very, very difficult for them. But I've seen they've added a few things recently. YouTube is not... Ooh, what's that? See you in a bit, Bunme. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth. That's not very good, is it? My internet's suffering. Oh, my God. Is that better now? I had a bit of a wobbly there through. Nope, it's gone again. What is going on with this? Are you having problems with the stream? A takedown there by Wardlow on Brodily. But Brody stalking, looking for that discus lariat. Not quite enough. See you in a bit, Bun Me. How's the stream going? I've had an error message pop up saying that it's not doing very well. I just want to double check what it's like on your side. Beat Brody Lee. That's massive. See you later, Bunny. Wardlow just Brody Lee. Wow. That is a massive, massive win for Wardlow. A huge win. It's glitching now. Okay. Let's see. See what we can do. I don't think there is much I can do apart from reset my route, but that's going to completely kick it off. Okay. I don't know why. Audio is way out. Okay. Here's the download and update, because that sometimes does it. Oh, it's trying something. Cannot upload, cannot upload, cannot upload. Okay. It's not trying to do any of those sort of things. Well, let's give it a second, see if it smooths itself out. If not, I might have to restart the stream and reset my box. But first of all, let me do the rankings. So Brody Lee picks up another loss. Brody's doing terrible as well. And Wardlow picks up the win. Is it better yet? Restart the stream. Do you want me to restart it, or should we keep pushing on, or how do you feel? I'm going to keep talking. Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that looking better now? It's not cutting out now. Okay. Should we go? We'll keep going then. If it's working now, hopefully the audio is going to be straight, is it? It's fine now. Okay. Must have had a bit of a glitch in the Matrix. I don't know what happened. God knows what that was then. Right. Yeah, I think we might have to do that, Jay, because at the moment Brody's going to sit bottom of the rankings now. I mean, the bottom of the rankings are looking pretty iffy now. I mean, the three people are Brody Lee, Chris Jericho, and Darby Allin. Which is not great for them, is it? It's gone again, isn't it? Has it gone again? I'll read it in between this one and the next one, Luke, if that's all right. Let's get straight into this match now. Then Hikara Shida versus Riho. Lucha's in. Right, so hopefully this won't affect the show too much. You guys can still give it a good rating. Oh, Lucha's giving it a 5-star. That's good. Yeah, it's 5 stars. So the winner of this one is going on to the Pupava. To join up with Abaddon, Big Swole, and Awesome Kong. And the winner of our final qualifier next episode, Penelope Ford versus Chris Statlander. It seems that Lucha Reject has some sort of oriental fetish going on. Well, Lucha, again, this is not a spoiler for Fyter Fest. Right? Not a spoiler for Fyter Fest, but I would say that I think that potentially for me, the best match of night one possibly was the Shida versus Penelope Ford match. It surprised me how good it was, to be honest. An 80-star... Jay, have you just spent all that time counting how many emojis there were? She now bringing Riho back up to his feet. Or her feet, shall I say. I'm not going to say who won, no, but I'd say it was... For me, I think it was probably one of the most entertaining matches of the night, if not the most. Wow, that was nice. Superplex into a Falcon Arrow by Shida. Wow. I've not watched that one yet, Terence. I know what happens, though. A 90-star match. Wow. Look at Man City giving Liverpool a guard of honour onto the pitch. All they had to do was beat Chelsea. That never would have happened. Nice flip powerbomb there by Riho on Shida. Shida able to break free. I think Riho got a lot of unnecessary hate, didn't she, early on? People were very, very annoyed the fact that she won the belt because of her size and that sort of stuff. But I thought it was quite good, to be honest. Both back up on their feet. And Riho just dragging Shida down to the mat, back of the head first. It's raining outside again, my cats aren't impressed. As Riho now locking in the submission. Riho heading up top pretty slow, though, to get up top. And then drops the double axe handle to someone who was laying on the floor. That was a bit weird. Hello again, Chloe. No, I'm not a big fan of the... Then again, I'm not a big fan of the AEW one. I'm really not a big fan of the NXT ones either. I used to like the old NXT Championship belts. Then when they changed them all to roughly the same looking thing, I did not like that at all. Those big X's, I just don't like them. I used to like the older ones, but the fact that now every single belt looks the same annoys me. Remember, if you want to do me a favour, by the way, this is a brand new stream, so if you could like it again, that would be greatly appreciated. It's not my way of just getting more likes, you know, faking an internet breakdown just to get more likes on videos, you know. That's how it works, but... Good people, thank you very much. I see them coming through. Riho now with the snapmare. Have you disliked it, bend over? Because there is one on there. You purple bugger. Riho, big slap on Shida. Yeah, no, I agree actually, Jay. No, the North American Championship's nice. It's just the it's the tag team, the NXT, the Women's Championships that all look virtually the same. I wouldn't be able to, if you put them all out, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you which one's which without reading the reading what's written on them. They all look the same to me. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fan of how small the Women's AEW Championship is. I don't know if that's like a Japanese thing. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think it depends who holds the belt as well. I think that belt being held by Riho looked alright, but that belt being held by Nyla Rose was just, wow, it looked more like a ring, didn't it? Yeah, NXT UK is a pretty nice belt as well. It's just those 3 NXT ones I don't like. The main championship, the women's championship, and the tag team belts look exactly the same. Nice Hikara by Riho. It's been a pretty good match actually between these two so far. Nice reverse DDT. Shita tripping Riho over. Now locking in the Boston Crab. He's got Boston Crabs. And Riho once again breaks free. This has been a very good match actually, hasn't it? Riho slamming the face of Shita into the top turnbuckle. Both back up on their feet now. Shita able to throw Riho into the corner. Riho does look like a child, doesn't she, really? In fairness. Yeah, it was a nice Hurricanrana, even if Shita's head did glitch through Riho's legs there for a second. Stiff forearm. Now Shita dragging Riho along. Into the clothesline. We gained a new subscriber from the last stream, by the way, as well. That's pretty cool. So welcome if you are new around here. I do apologise for your first stream to be one that completely crashed. We're up to 4,855 now. The road to 5,000 clear. Shita now with Riho on top. Riho fighting back with the boot in the face and a forearm. Shita once again going to take Riho up top. She's got plans. Shita going to go Super Falcon Arrow. She does indeed. Super Falcon Arrow. Dropping Riho, crash into the ground. But will it be enough to get the free count? There's the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Wow. I mean, this could actually potentially be the first match to warrant that little new emoji, the Lucha Reject. Yeah, the big gold belt was the best. I don't know when WWE decided the belts weren't going to be belts anymore. They were just going to be... I was going to say when they decided belts weren't going to be belts, they were just going to be chunks of leather, but I realised that's what a belt is. So... yeah, that was sort of a stupid sentence, wasn't it, really? Shita throwing Riho into the corner. And up she goes. Is she going to go Super Falcon Arrow again? Or is she going to go Superplex, I think, by the looks of it? Yep. Keeps the grip, rolls her through into the Falcon Arrow, though. There's the pin. 1, 2... and no, again, Riho kicks out. This has been a great match. It really has been a great match between these two. I'm very impressed at the moment. The NXT Women's Championship match has got a lot to live up to here, Jay. A suplex once again by Shita. Nice, straight across the knee. Yeah, I like the AEW Championship. Once the TNT belt's completed, I think it's going to look a lot better, hopefully. No, Fat Badger, it just seems a bit weird. I don't know what it is at the moment, to be honest. I mean, it seems to have been okay so far tonight. Let me just double check, just in case. Yeah, we seem to be okay at the moment tonight. It's a bit weird. Riho now bringing Shita back up to her feet. Yeah, once it is finished, I think it's going to look really nice. I've seen like some concepts of people that have like finished off the design, and it does look like a really good belt. I mean, I like the AEW Championship. The TNT belt obviously needs a bit of work still. The tag team belts look nice as well. Obviously, the women's belt's all right. It's just really small. Yeah, don't worry about it, Buttercup. We had an issue. We started the stream off, so we've done an hour already, and the stream crashed. We had to start a new one. So we are still we're technically part 3, part 2. It's not really part 4. We're still on the first show. This is only match number 4 so far. I spent the first half of the show talking to a guy on Fiverr about ordering some emojis. And Shita gets the win. I've watched the entire match. As soon as I look onto my bloody other screen to see what's going on the stream, Shita gets the victory. I missed it. But I think that was a really good match. I really do think that was a cracking match between these two. Shita moves on for a chance to fight for the Women's Championship at the pay-per-view. And also Shita's going to get herself a point on the ranking system as well. There we go. I think you're right. I think you're right, Lucha, and Ian as well. We can't have 0.5 stars anymore, Jay. I can't get any more logos than that. It's got to be exact now. Gonna have to get like a 0.5 afterwards, aren't I? So next up then, tag team action. FTR versus the current tag team champions, the Lucha Bros. If FTR win, they will join the Lucha Bros they will join the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks in the tag team championship match at the pay-per-view, making it a triple threat match. If Lucha Bros wins, it stays 2-on-2. So interesting one then. I don't know, are you giving any extra weight on the pay-per-view, Lucha? I think so, Jay. They've got a lot to step up to after that women's match. And we've still got a couple more matches yet here tonight. We've got this tag team match. We've still got Jon Moxley versus Jungle Boy in the TNT Championship. And then the main event of Luchasaurus, Brian Cage and Jake Hager. So NXT have got a lot of catching up to do. There's some good matches on that card. And we know how good NXT can be. If they can pull it out, they will do. I suppose that's a good thing, isn't it, really? You're going to end up with 5 shows from each company. So you can sort of like... Oh, you're loving that logo, aren't you, Lucha? I'm glad you like it. And I was messing around with it yesterday, and I don't know if you can see it too well. It does actually have 5 stars at the bottom of it. It's just a bit small, if that's the only problem. Nice Cash Wheeler. Dropping Pentagon midway through the ring. With a powerbomb. That's Cash Wheeler on the outside, isn't it? Cash Wheeler and Phoenix on the outside. Dax Harwood and Pentagon on the inside. Yeah, it's 5 stars across the bottom with like gold leaf around the outside. Then it's just got the 5 in the middle. The problem is when I had it made, it looked really good on the screen, but I'm looking at it as like, what's the best way of putting that? It's like the size of the top of a shot glass. I can see it, and when I upload it, it obviously miniaturizes it, but it still looks good, I think. Yeah, it's going to be pretty fun, I think, Terence. I think they're going to save Bucks versus Revival for All Out, aren't they? By the looks of it. Nice takedown there by Phoenix. Hooks in the leg for the pin as well. An attempt to break it was completely missed there by Dax Harwood. Quite embarrassing. Well, I think what they were building towards, Jay, weren't they? Is they were building towards the Bucks and FTR versus the Bucks and FTR versus Butcher and Blade and Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc. That's what they were working towards. But obviously with the Havoc situation, they had to bring the Lucha Bros back in just to replace them, I think. I think all they wanted to do really was just give the Bucks and FTR an easier win, aren't they? That's all they're playing. Wow, standing Spanish fly from the top by Phoenix on Cash Wheeler. Pentagon sending Cash or Dax Harwood. I'm getting these names up doing my head in. Why can't they just be simple names? There's the Mexican Destroyer there, though, by Pentagon. And this should be enough to get the win, really. All he's got to do is pin him, but he doesn't go for it. Phoenix dropping the boots. Wow. We look like we're going to get a little bit of stereo here by... Looks like we are indeed. There's the package. There's another package. Packages galore. It's like DPD out there at this point in time. There's the double pin. And both the Lucha Bros get a freak out. That was pretty cool, actually. I've never seen it go into that much stereo before. That was pretty cool. I liked that. So tag team rankings. It's the first time we've seen the Lucha Bros so far in this season. And they get themselves a victory over FTR, who are now bottom of the rankings without a single victory to their names. It's not gone well for them, has it, really? I actually forgot to actually give them the points for the last time as well, haven't I? There we go. Oh, no, that's not right, is it? No, they've only lost one, haven't they? Is that right? Yeah. Okay. No. What? No. Yeah. Yeah, that is right. Okay. I thought I'd messed it up, but I hadn't. I'd actually done it right the first time. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it was a 5-star finish. I mean, the match wasn't fantastic, but I liked that finish, to be honest. And the Lucha Bros sending a message to the Bucks. Of course, it will be the Lucha Bros versus the Bucks at the pay-per-view for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks. Also, we're taking on a New Generation's idea as well in the next episode of AEW, which will be tomorrow. We're going to have MJF versus Cody. Best 2 out of 3 falls. The winner will fight for the TNT Championship at the pay-per-view. Yeah, I would love to see that, Jay. That'd be a cracking match, that would. I mean, you know they'll do it at some point. I mean, if they're gonna keep, if they're looking to keep Omega and Hangman as a tag team long term, I'd maybe throw them in there. But I'd like to see those two both go back to singles competition at some point. Right, Jungle Boy versus Moxley. Of course, Jon Moxley won the TNT Championship last episode when he defeated Jungle Boy's tag team partner Luchasaurus, who had won it originally from Brodily, I think. Of course, the TNT Championship is defended every episode. Well, most episodes, I would say. I'll tell you what, I might give it... If Moxley wins here, then maybe next week we can have Marco Stunt have an opportunity, you know. Let all three of the Jurassic Express have a go. Why not? Mox comes flying back with that lariat. Vintage Jon Moxley. Is Mox going to squash him here? He shouldn't do. There's only like a 5 stat gap between them, but it looks like it could be a squash, you know. There's the pin by Mox. 1, 2, no. Jungle Boy kicks out. Jungle Boy showing great resilience. That's a pretty good shout, actually, Ian. I like that idea. No, definitely not on this game, Terence. No, it doesn't like staying around too long at all, does it? Yeah, I mean, at least that would mean that probably Moxley will go into the pay-per-view holding the belt to face off against MJF or Cody, depending who wins that number one contendership match next week. Oh, it does that sometimes, Luca. It doesn't update very quickly. Yeah, well, maybe what they could do, Ian, is after like 5 defenses, if they successfully defend it 5 times, you could cash it in, vacate the championship, and take a shot at the World Championship instead. Sort of like an option C from Impact sort of thing. Mox in control once again, a Jungle Boy. Mox now running Bulldog. I tell you what we could do for the AEW pay-per-view. Let me throw this one out there and see what you guys think, right? We're going to have quite a few big names that are not going to have a lot on at the pay-per-view. So do you think that we should do a bit like a Money in the Bank chip like they did in real life? So like a Casino Royale sort of chip. The winner gets a championship match whenever they so wish. Obviously, if they get voted off AEW, the winner will still keep the chip until the next time that we see the AEW season come along again. How do we feel about that? Is that a match we should look at doing? Maybe like a, I don't know, like a 4-man, 6-man, 8-man ladder match sort of thing? Because hey, if AEW get voted off, the person would still hold on to the chip until next time round. Jungle Boy now taking Mox up. Jungle Boy. Sit out powerbomb, rolls it through. Wow, Jungle Boy almost becoming the TNT champion there. Jungle Boy now working over the arm of Moxley. And pulling back at the hand as well. Bringing Mox back up. There's the forearm. Jungle Boy now into the corner. There's one more match after this one, Luke, and then we're on to NXT then. Got a triple threat after this. Got Luchasaurus, Jake Hager, and Brian Cage. Triple threat. Just for ranking points and that sort of stuff. They could all do with it, really. Mox now looking for the paradigm shift for the second time in the match. Hits it straight into the pin for the 1, the 2, and the 3 count. Jon Moxley successfully retains the championship in his first championship defense against Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Good win by Mox. I thought he was going to squash him at the beginning because he hit that paradigm shift very early. He just didn't have enough to finish him off at the time, did he? And Jungle Boy really did well to fight back. Yeah, main event next, Lucha Reject. And there we go. Great win for Jon Moxley. And to be honest, the Jungle Boy, he still looked pretty good, to be honest. Jay, how many emotes am I going to have to get made at this point? 3.6. Are you messing with me there? What are you trying to do to me? Here it is then, Cage, Jungle Boy, Hager, main event. At the moment, Jungle Boy? Cage, Hager, Luchasaurus, shall I say. At the moment, Brian Cage... Where are we ranking-wise here, then? Brian Cage is on +1 for this season and 0 overall. Luchasaurus is on +1 overall, 0 for this season. And Jake Hager is on -1 overall. So they could all do with the ranking points, really. Jungle Jack Perry boy. Oh, I don't think the TNT Championship's ever become as bad as the 24/7 Championship. Or as I like to call it, Hardcore Vanilla. The Hardcore Championship without the fun of weapons. So yeah, all these guys would love to win this match. They could all do with the ranking points. I don't think any of them are really going to get too much more this season. However, you never know. Like I say, if we do that sort of ladder match to fight for the chip, then there's a good opportunity that these 3 guys could be involved in that. Maybe momentum would be big for them. And of course, Luchasaurus, now former TNT champion. Luchasaurus standing over a grounded Brian Cage. Here, not quite enough. What's that noise? Oh, that's that noise. It's my phone buzzing, that's what it is. Does Man City have got a penalty? It's got to be a penalty. Surely. I suppose it depends how you look at it, Jay. I mean, yeah, he lost both of those matches, but who else in the company's had an opportunity to fight for both the TNT and the AEW Championship so far in the year they've been going? If anything, apart from Cody, I think, Hager's the only person who's had both those opportunities, so he did lose them both, yeah, but at least he was there, I suppose. And he was still made to look strong in both cases as well. So it depends how you look at it, I suppose. Hello, back. Brian Cage now rolling Hager through. And wrenching back at the leg. Luchasaurus broke it up, of course, doesn't want that submission to end the match. He wants these ranking points. I didn't say anything about the results, did I, about Fyter Fest? Oh, yeah, sorry, no, I did. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that. I won't tell you anything else, I promise. Hager dropping the body weight onto the knee of Brian Cage. In fairness, I suppose, Lucha Reject, when you come to an AEW stream the day after an event's happened, you're going to find out, aren't you? I mean, we've been pretty good so far. I think we've only let that one result go so far, haven't we? I mean, I haven't even seen the main event myself yet. I haven't seen the Tag Team Championship match myself yet. So I can't spoil that one for you because I don't know what happened. I'll watch that after this stream, I think, and while I'm doing a little bit of editing. Jake Hager now dropping Brian Cage into the pin. Luchasaurus completely misses that clothesline and the kick as well. Dropping the knee in the face and a big boot in the side of the head and a spinning heel kick. Great set of moves there by Luchasaurus. I mean, I've got I don't know. Jay, I think that is so unlikely with the stuff that Tony Khan has said. I think that's incredibly unlikely. Doesn't Tony Khan say that anyone with the surname Hogan is like expressly banned from even entering the arena while there's an AEW show going on? I'm sure he said that at some point. Brian Cage boot in the gut of Hager. Hager fights back with the elbow in the knee. Brian Cage brings Hager back up to his feet. But Hager fighting back well. Hager now into the DDT as well. I can tell you one thing, Lucha Reject, that's not a spoiler. It's just good to know. It's not a spoiler because it's not a result. But the Brian Cage versus Moxley match has been pushed back 3 weeks because of Moxley being exposed to the virus. Currently held by his girlfriend / wife. So Brian Cage versus Moxley is not going to happen now for 2 or 3. I think it's 2 or 3 weeks in the future, I think. 3 weeks from now. What is Brian Cage? Oh my god, Brian Cage. Wow. Brian Cage just super powerbombed Luchasaurus. 15th. It's 2 weeks then, isn't it? They're having another special episode then. They're doing Fight for the Fallen as an episode of Dynamite as well then. Been a pretty decent match so far. All 3 of these guys super strong, looking for it. Boom. Oh, the main event next week? I don't know actually, Jay. That's a good point. Possibly. They've been building Orange Cassidy versus Jericho that way, haven't they, the last few weeks? I'm actually quite intrigued to see that. It was a match that when I first heard about Jericho versus Cassidy, I was a bit like, okay, that's a bit of a weird one. But I must admit, it's probably the one that I'm most invested into watching at the moment. Big boot in the face there by Luchasaurus, former TNT champion, in with a pin. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Yeah, because they had all the championship matches this week then, didn't they? There's no championship matches left for next week. Unless they're going to throw another one in. Maybe another TNT championship match or something else like that. Maybe debut Brian Pillman Jr. as an outside challenger for the TNT Championship, maybe. Who knows? He stood there in the crowd. Be an interesting signing. Luchasaurus now brings Brian Cage back up. It's been a pretty good match so far. These three all so determined to get these 2 ranking points that none of them want to give up. Gotta give up, gotta get up, gotta get up. Oh, possibly Jay, yeah. Oh, I need a 2 count. I'm sure they'll find Summit Terrence, yeah. Clash of the Champions or something. Or Starcade or something random like that. Cage, nice. Like an inverted angle slam there. I'm not Chloe, I've got a can of Pepsi Max, I'm being good. I had quite a few yesterday, to be honest. I had about 9 bottles of Budweiser last night during the stream watching the football afterwards. And then I played a bit of FIFA. I was actually much better at FIFA than I normally am, so maybe the beer helps. Settles the nerves, you know. Dutch courage. I haven't yet, Chloe. I'll have a look after this match. Hager now with the Hager bomb. Or as JR called it, the Vader bomb. There's the pin. Cage is down the outside. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Brian Cage was there to break it up. Big chop across the chest by Hager, slamming in the right. Yeah, I'd like to see him use that, to be honest, Jay. Halloween Havoc, I do like that. I hallucinate. The cats don't even exist, I just hallucinate them. I don't know where they are at the moment, to be honest. I can see one. One's laying in the middle of the back garden in the middle of the grass, even though it's raining. Wait, Luchasaurus there just passed Jake Hager to Brian Cage to drop him in that powerbomb. Cage now sending Hager into the corner. Hager fighting back big. Forearm. Is it really Luca? Looks like mine's slightly behind then. Because I'm still 1-0 at the moment. I'd love it though. I'll absolutely love it. It's looking possible here. It's 4-on-2. Hager with another Hager bomb. Yep, 2-0. Hager with a Hager bomb on Brian Cage, then into a nice snap suplex as well. Hager needs to try and pin Cage. He's just taking Cage out of a Hager bomb. He's got to go for it. Nice back elbow by Luchasaurus, and then, wow, Hager just knocking Luchasaurus over, showing great strength. We get it, Jay. You own Wikipedia. What a knee in the face by Brian Cage. Absolutely knocking Hager flat out. Luchasaurus clothesline in the head off of Brian Cage. It's been a pretty long match so far. Because all three of these guys so desperate to get these points. Did anyone see Cody's shirt last night? He had a what was it? He had the American Nightmare shirt, but it was written in the Great American Bash font, and basically just a rip-off of the Great American Bash logo, which was pretty cool. Brian Cage now looking for that Steiner screwdriver, or does he call it the drill claw now, is it? That's got to be it, isn't it? It is. Brian Cage gets a big win here against Luchasaurus and Jake Hager. Big one for Brian Cage. It's going to give him a lot of ranking points, actually, moving forward. So he now sits on +2 overall, which means that the next season that AEW have, he's going to be in a good position, I think. Lucha's loving that new emote. Can everyone else see the emote? I know Lucha's the only one who can use it, but can everyone else see it? Just want to make sure you can see it. But there we go. That is AEW. Nice. I've enjoyed that. I mean, it's been a pretty good show. I think it might be AEW's best show so far, which means that NXT have got to really pull their finger out tonight. NXT's got some pretty good shows on. Some pretty good matches on, but they need to pull their finger out and showcase what they can do. And Io Shirai versus Charlotte for the NXT Women's Championship will be the main event for this episode of NXT. So let's head straight over there now.